Oh, they can hear me? Oh, okay. I thought we were going to Lampy, but, you know, whatever. Just saying. Just saying. I thought it was Lampy's turn to talk, but no. Okay, bring it back. All right, y'all. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, PNW Guerrilla. We're doing a little bit of a late night show tonight for no real reason, but here we are doing a late night show. So as always, I gotta say, and I gotta get this out here, I sell military surplus. I do highly recommend, and I think it's a good time on my Patreon. Go over there, subscribe, get in the Telegram chat, buy some thermals. I don't know, but. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Ian. Thank you. We also have a 15% off sale of 15 different military surplus and some new jackets on the website. Go check that out as well. Thank you, Ian. Huh? Code, go subscribe to the email and figure it out. That's the code. All righty. Couple of things that I wanted to talk about as some, because, you know, like we've been talking about, people say that nothing ever happens. No, it's just things are constantly happening. Ian, can I get my my volume back, please? Ah, thank you. That's delightful. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, you know, when something you can't tell nothing's wrong when everything's working, and it's like, wait a minute, something's not here. If you guys couldn't tell, I'm where I have my like normal Peltors like up here, and then I have the this is like the most uncomfortable thing ever. Actually, I have the podcasting headset like under my helmet. Not comfortable. Don't recommend. If you know you're ever considering podcasting headphones, you know, for your next combat tour, I don't recommend it. What was that? Don't recommend it. I cannot not recommend it enough. I love saying that because it upsets people. And I think that, very small and minute things like that upsets people. I think that's funny. Anyway, so President Trump, had a little speech last night, if you guys didn't see. And a lot of people on Twitter today are kind of crashing out. And it's interesting to see how much, as we've said numerous times, people, it's like we're allowed to talk. We're allowed to say these things. Man, you can really tell my helmet's like just bobbling. I don't want to ratchet anymore on this damn headset, though. It's going to be so uncomfortable. Yeah, no, I'll do the chin strap around. Oh, dude, no, I don't want to do that. I don't think I can get the chin strap around this headset. Anyway. So Trump said that Israel would not exist without him being in office, and a lot of people on Twitter were crashing out over that. Even though Trump has said in the past that, and Mark Levin was saying that, he's the first Jewish president. So I'm like, this shouldn't be really much of a surprise to anyone. But I did see a lot of people getting really upset about that. I think the most interesting thing that probably happened the last 24 hours, in my opinion, was the Theo Vaughn and Joe Rogan situation. Very interesting how much, because Joe Rogan used to be like the go-to guy for like conspiracy theories and always like, oh man, you gotta try DMT, bro. You gotta try DMT, bro. And like he used to be like the go-to conspiracy theorist guy. And now it seems like, I don't know if it's because he's gotten so many sponsorships or what, but Joe Rogan just like doesn't want to do. I don't know. It seems like he's toting the line, and it really seems like it was after he got the Spotify. Once you get that money, once you get that Spotify money. Ian, can I get this up on screen? We'll play this little clip. It's like 50 seconds here.
You see like how it all played out, why it is what it is today. Jesus Christ, you'd be mad too. Yeah. And when you're mad and you're surrounded by bigger enemies.
Is this the right one? Hold on, this might be the right one.
It's over. Yeah. That's one of the things that they were just.
See, that's what's that's kind of annoying when there's like so many threads. Anyway, Joe Rogan and Theo Vaughn had a podcast recently, and a ridiculous amount of people were talking about that Theo Vaughn, he's gone off the rails. And here we go. This is the one.
Like, we'll elect the Democrats next time. It's like, but it's all the same shit has been happening forever. They haven't been helping anybody forever. They're letting fucking politicians slurp on kids. All of our fucking money goes to Israel, and they're using it to fucking genocide people. It's like everybody is scared out of their wits right now. It's like our religious leaders are afraid to speak out. And it's like it's a time where it's like Satan is amongst us, and our religious leaders are fucking.
See, I bet it's right there, like right where he starts mentioning Satan. That's probably where Joe Rogan's butthole starts to pucker. It's just like, oh man, now like you're talking about my boss, man. You're talking about the people that pay me. Don't go to that. Don't go that far, man. Don't go that far, Theo.
Talking about bullshit at the poll. It's just like, what is going? I don't know, man.
We gotta get you up from that depressing side. You're losing your fucking minds.
You think?
Yeah. So like, that's not something that like Joe Rogan a couple of years ago would have said. Like Joe Rogan, like 3 years ago, like Joe Rogan, like pre-COVID-19, hell, even during the pandemic, that's not how Joe Rogan would have responded. Like, he used to be all about those conspiracies. He used to be all about, like talking about this type of shit. And it really does seem like, and maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm the fucking retard here, but it seems like he doesn't want to have these conversations as much anymore. And it's so frustrating when like there's like blatant like gaslighting, right? Like when you're talking about like so many like events that all of us are seeing, all of us can see, all of us are experiencing together, and Joe Rogan's just like, man, you're on meds, man. You need to get off those meds. Like won't even can like, and I get it. He can't upset the wrong people. Because then he's going to lose everything he has, right? He's probably got a lot of sponsorships and a lot of friends in high places. I saw somewhere that somebody was saying that his wife was Jewish. I looked into that. I couldn't find anything, but he did adopt a black girl, which I was just like thrown off by, because it's just not something like, because he has 2 biological children with his wife, and then they adopted a black girl, and I was just like, it just threw me off. I was just like, oh, okay, because I've just never seen any photos with Joe Rogan having a black adopted child, and I was just thrown the fuck off. I was just like, oh, I've never heard of that one. Because there's other there's plenty of other famous people who have adopted biracial children. Angelina Jolie, that's one of them. Oprah. Let's see. Oh man, what was the one guy that was he used to play like really like taxi driver? No, what movie am I thinking of? Yeah, Taxi. The hell is his name? Why am I escaping that? Anyway, he had biracial kids too, and it's just like, it's something that you're just like, oh, I wouldn't have expected that. All right. Yeah, no. If you are on meds, though, I will say, get off meds. For the most part, the vast majority of people really do not need to be on medication. Like, just in any way, shape, or form. Medication fucks you up so much, man. Oh, good Lord. The amount of issues that women have to deal with on them, all these SSRIs and birth controls and what have you and whatnot. So, I mean, like, and that's another issue with Joe Rogan saying stuff like that, right? Is that like, that is true, that if you're on like SSRIs and like medications, whatnot, and antidepressants, you should get off of that shit. Yes. But you can't just like tell someone that when they're saying valid criticisms. Like, and if you wanted to call that like as a crash out with Theo, I mean, it was a valid crash out. Like, there's so much evidence around it that you can substantiate everything that he just said. So, I mean, like, it's like valid. Robert De Niro, thank you. I don't know why I could not think Robert De Niro's name. I was sitting there just like, I know who I'm talking about. I was like, I can picture his face. I just can't think of his name for some reason. Thank you. Whoa, bro. I'm on birth control and SSRIs. Oof. Oof.
It's a dude.
Yeah, it's a dude. Like, hey, man, I don't know. What would that even do to a dude? Like, what would birth control do to a guy? I don't want to know. I don't want to.
I'm sure it's not good for you.
I know somebody's done it. I know somebody's done it though. Like, there's no way in the modern society that we're in right now that somebody hasn't fucking done it.
It's not their mix.
I don't know if it's like the same on their side, but I noticed that like the deeper I talk, like the less echo there is. And it's like, I can notice it, like the deeper that I speak, the less echo. It's just like, I don't know, like the microphone just likes a deeper voice. It's going to train me to actually talk like a man. Big John. Tactical gear. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. No, so I sell military surplus, right? And I was thinking about it that I should probably be like wearing some sort of like tactical stuff as just, at least if nothing else, a conversation piece, because it's absolutely a conversation piece. It's like, oh, hey, this guy's wearing camo. Why is he wearing camo? Oh, he sells camo? Man, that's cool. And it's just like a really simple and easy conversation piece / marketing piece, I guess, which one and the same, which comically, there's nothing that I'm wearing right now that I sell. I do sell thermals though. You guys should go buy some, but no,
yeah, we're out of stock with USS goggles.
Yeah, I don't sell. We sell none of this.
Goggles.
We used to sell the goggles.
Yeah, we're out of stock.
We used to sell. We sell helmet scrim too. Oh no! Don't say the boogaloo. That's so painful. That's so painful. I don't want to hear it. Did you guys see that the one of like the January 6th like boogaloo boys apparently came out as being like a confirmed like federal informant, and he was saying how he got kicked out of the Marines, and then he just came out as, hey, you know what? I want to clear the air. I don't want any rumors about me. I'm a federal informant. It's like, wait, what? Like, dog, you could just not fucking said nothing. Like, I don't, it's the wildest fucking thing to me. Here, okay, you know what? Here's a better solution. You could just not be a federal informant. That's just don't be a fucking snitch, bro. That's I don't know. That's a fucking option. And it was so weird because like watching his video, and I want to say his handle is Boogaloo Boy, or the Boogaloo Boy. I don't remember. Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, by the way, I'm a federal informant." It's like, I mean. They get paid. I don't know, man. I don't understand. I personally cannot understand how you can rationalize being a snitch to all of your teammates, right? Like your own countrymen. Use your man voice. Yeah, no, I cannot understand that concept. Like, and I've been called a snitch in the past, and like, you know what? I will say, if nothing else, being called a snitch is a fantastic rage bait. Incredible rage bait of being called a snitch because you're just mad. You're like, don't fucking not. It's kind of like the same thing of like calling a skinny person fat. Like if you call a skinny person fat like long enough, they finally just like fucking crash out. Like, I'm not fucking fat. You're like, well, it sounds like something a fat person would say. There's when I was in high school, I had like just this really tall like string bean friend, and I used to always just make fun of him for being fat, just because I was just like, I mean, he's not gonna get upset with me, right? Like, because he's not fat. I thought it was funny. A little zest is best. Okay, smoke a blunt? No. Okay. Where is... I actually took some notes earlier. Oh, Ben Shapiro's YouTube channel, like, essentially just falling off completely. I wanted to view this in real time because I have not seen Ben Shapiro. So supposedly Ben Shapiro's views as of late have just like dropped off like just incredibly. Like he used to be getting just like, you know, hundreds of thousands. Yeah. Well, I don't know. That's because in the last 2 weeks he's still. Ian, could I get this put on screen, please, and thank you.
Israeli funding is going to the war, not him.
Yeah, I guess maybe all their propaganda funding started going somewhere else. I mean, as of a month ago, that's still hundreds of thousands of views. 3 weeks ago, that's still hundreds of thousands of views. Let's see. And then that one's a little bit less. 35K. 31K. Yeah, I guess in the last 2 weeks, his views have dropped off quite a fucking bit, actually. Well, that one has a little bit. That one has a little bit. Yeah, I'd say the last couple of weeks, it definitely has dropped off, and especially for somebody with like 7 million subscribers. I mean, like the fact that his video 14 hours ago got 18,000 views. 1 day ago, that's just weird. It's just that like you would think that a channel, and now I will say, like even looking at my own channel, right? I kill it. Even my own channel, like, you know, I can't talk shit about getting views. Like I can't talk shit on that because I can't fucking pull views. But then again, I don't have 7 million fucking followers. You would have thought that they would have taken it to 6 million and just like capped it there.
290,000.
You would think, at least for the lulz, for the meme, that they would have done that.
Seeing the Epstein good ball speed run.
No.
You go to Epstein's Wikipedia, and everyone's running how to get the ball the quickest.
Oh, yeah. I was looking more into the Palm Beach Pete thing, and I definitely think that I don't even think that it's actually Epstein. And now I'm starting to think that it's just AI, and we're just being fucked with.
I think people who live in Palm Beach just look like that.
People who live in Palm Beach just look like that. I mean, if you want to be fair, there's like, it's so easy to fuck with so many people. Oh yeah, apparently a guy got 133 days in jail for a Telegram post, which is wild. Like, what even? I want to say I did bookmark this earlier. Okay, awesome. Can I get this back on screen, please? Nationalist activist Joel Davis has been released on bail after 133 days in solitary confinement for a Telegram post. Okay, let's run that back. Solitary confinement for 133 days for a Telegram post. Was it like the most hardcore based Telegram post? Like, what was the post?
Tomatoes are a fruit.
Because that's, what did he say? 31 was arrested at Bondi Cafe November 20th and charged with using a carriage service to menace, harass, or offend.
Or
I'm
which one?
what? That is the wildest. Using a carriage service to menace, harass, or offend. What? Rhetorically rape? What does that mean?
Do you be like that, Mr. Stansel?
Allegedly urging his followers to rhetorically rape federal MP Allegra Spencer. Dude, what? That is one of the wildest statements that I've read in a very long time. I want to see like what was the actual post that he said though. I want to see like the post though. Now disbanded, so the platform no longer exists. Okay, well, guys, I guess that you can get 133 days in solitary confinement, for using a carriage service to menace, harass, or offend. So I guess that's something that we can go to jail for now. That's just insane to me. That's like, like, it's one of those things where it's like you're in between like wanting to laugh of just like that's so absolutely bonkers, and then like wanting to like just absolutely crash out and rage. It's just like, I'm sorry, fucking what? Lampy, what do you think about this? Good shit, Lampy. Now, a question that I have, unrelated to everything. Do other podcasters have like music going in the background? No? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, like even like non-copyrighted music. Just a question. I have no idea. Bullshit arrest. Based lamp though. Yeah, there's so much crap like this, man, where it's just like I don't understand. I don't understand how like so many people are also just like going along with that, and like why you would. It's kind of like when women freak out about like CPS, and like, oh, my baby might be taken by CPS. It's like, don't let anyone take your kid. I mean, like that's an option, right? Like why are you allowing anyone, like literally anyone, for any reason, any circumstance whatsoever, to take your child? I genuinely don't understand that. Like that shouldn't even be. It should just be like a no. Like just no. Like no one's taking your child from you. Like the government is not coming into your house and taking your child. Like, you're just say no. It's so funny. Like, now that I looked up that story, now that's like my entire feed. No, you shush. You shush. Oh man, I was I was talking to somebody today. She was like picking out baby names of, like, you know, what she wanted to name her kid, and she didn't know if it was gonna be a boy or a girl yet. So they're like going through names, and they're just talking about it. And I was like, they're talking about like popular girl names, popular boy names. And I was like, you know what you should do? You should name your kid Muhammad. It's like, that's the most popular name in the world. And they're like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, the 3 most popular names in the world are Muhammad, Muhammad, and Muhammad. And what's hilarious is they're all spelt differently. It's like Muhammad, Muhammad, and Muhammad. But like, and apparently that's like the 3 most popular names in the fucking world. And then I was saying that it's the #1 name of children born in Europe right now. And this is a white girl, and she's like, well, why would that be the #1 name in Europe? And I was like, oh, you don't know. I was like, you actually don't know. I was like, because Muslims now outnumber the white people in Europe, and they're having, you know, like 5 times as many children, and they're naming their children Muhammad. So Muhammad is the most common name in Europe. In 100 years, there more than likely will be no white people in Europe at this current trajectory. And she was just like, oh, well then. And then she just like changed the subject and went back to talking what she was talking about. And it's fascinating to me how much the average person doesn't know these things, that doesn't look into these things, doesn't like think about these things. And it's incredible as well, like looking into like how people talk about all of this that are in Europe right now. It is fascinating how many people will just, I don't know, do like that leftist crap of just like explaining everything away. It's absolutely fascinating, man. It's just fascinating to me. I also liked, and we were talking about a little bit about this earlier. If you guys did not know, I think I pulled this up. I might have to re-find it. Here we go. So after 50 years since America has been to the moon, yesterday on April Fool's Day, 50 years later, on April Fool's Day, America went back to the moon. Except for we're not going back to the moon. They're supposedly sending the Artemis 2 to the moon. They're going to slingshot around the moon, and then they're going to come back. Now, you might be asking yourself, why? Why would they, A, why would they do this mission at all? And B, why would they choose to do it on April Fool's Day, 50 years later? We have not stepped foot on the moon in 50 years. And now they're saying on April Fool's Day, we're going back to the moon. And, you know, I just, call me a conspiracy theorist, call me crazy, but I just think that's interesting. I just think that's interesting. If I can pull up the trajectory as well, it was the weirdest thing. So their plan is to take off from the Earth, and then like they're gonna circle the Earth a couple of times, and then go. And I'm like, that's a new one. I mean, I guess if we're still pretending like that's how all this works, I mean, sure, maybe. But once again, it's hilarious and fascinating that they're choosing to do that on April Fool's Day of all days. And, if you start actually like looking back into the original moon landing, Oh man, if you guys don't have questions about the original moon landing, you know, I really feel like you need to start asking some questions, because there's so, like, the more you look into it, the more you're just like, okay, so like what is any of this though? We all know Christ had blue eyes and blonde hair. Based. I don't know what that has to do with the moon, though. I'm just trying to figure out if that's if we're correlating this with the moon. Yeah, no, Buzz literally said that we didn't go. And then on top of that, every single person that has supposedly been to the moon refused to swear on the Bible. The only person that would swear on the Bible that he'd stepped foot on the moon said that he didn't believe in God and he didn't believe in Christianity. So he would swear on the Bible, didn't mean anything to him. You know, and that's interesting in and of itself. But when you start to really look into the moon landing, you know, like, how did they get the footage of them leaving the moon? How was their newspapers of the moon landing the next day? How did they have photos from the moon in the newspapers the next day? How did the moon call Nixon on a landline? That also doesn't make sense. How did they land on the moon, record themselves landing on the moon, and record themselves leaving the moon? How'd they get that footage? When did that camera get there?
Community and to Jews celebrating in Israel and around the world.
What is that? My computer just felt like screaming
Jews.
Israel and Jews.
He's on to us.
Trump just started speaking out of my laptop and just Israel and Jews. A barrage of rockets is now hitting Tel Aviv. I thought Nick Akita said that all this footage was going to be like scrubbed from Twitter because it was all fake or whatever. Yeah, I saw something about apparently Lebanon, Yemen, and Iran are bombing Israel right now. Like all three of them are going at the same time.
Please, Netanyahu.
Dude, that's crazy. I don't know if we can show war footage on YouTube. I genuinely don't know if you can, but like that's wild, man. It's wild because, like, you know, I feel like we've kind of grown up to view Israel as this like impenetrable fortress, like this unstoppable, just like, you know, like, I mean, because like that is the way everyone has made Israel like out to be, is just this unpenetrable, unstoppable force of just, I mean, if you guys want to say good, you know, I don't know about what I'd say about that, but like they've been made out to seem like they are just nothing but unstoppable. And the fact that they've been getting bombed for 3 weeks now is just like, I don't know, it's like so surreal. It's so surreal. And then it's also, you start questioning, you know, like, all right, so with all this happening, it's like, you know, how is this going to affect us? And then like, you know, what next? The moon landing pictures were in the newspaper so quick because it was a live broadcast. Yeah, okay, bud. Sure.
How long does it take for like to travel?
Because you know, I believe that there was a live broadcast from the moon.
Do you know how
in the
fucking
60s.
hard it was setting up this streaming shit?
I don't believe
Holy
that.
fuck.
I don't believe that. Like, American technology back then was an absolute fucking joke in comparison to now. I mean, we had black and white TVs, man. Like, no. No, I'm just not buying it. I'm not buying it.
For some NASA engineer, I need another fucking cable.
Well, it's funny because, you know, like I'm like best friends with a guy that works at the fucking rocket company and builds rockets for a living. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, I know where you work. And I was like, and I don't believe we've been to the moon. And it's like, I know you work on rockets all fucking day. I was like, but I'm not buying it. I'm just not buying it. Like, absolutely. I mean, clearly there's rockets. Like, duh, you can't like argue that there's not rockets. I mean, like I will say though, a lot of this footage, it's like, you know, how do you know what of this footage is real and what's not? I will also say, oh man, that's painful. Oh, that's painful. Yeah, that's another thing is how many famous people have been replaced? And like, you know, do you guys really think that that all these famous people are just getting like crazy amounts of surgeries and then you just can't notice them anymore and you can't recognize them anymore? I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I'm back and forth between they're getting like completely replaced and they're fallen angels. I like the fallen angel concept. And it makes sense, you know, how and why vampires are just like a known fairy tale, you know, for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. There's a video I was watching where somebody found what looked like Kanye West, and it looked like he had a lobotomy. No, it looked like identical to Kanye West, and he was just like a druggie, and they found him in New York in some park, and he was just like, he just looked fucking fried, but it looked like 100% like Kanye West. And there was actually somebody that there was a quote from like this famous guy, and he was saying that that you'll never see a washed up famous person, that you'll just find them on street corners. I'm like, oh man, it's the same thing with like Britney Spears. You know, it's like she like one day she looked like Britney Spears, and the next it was like this psychopath that was like flipping around knives and whatnot. And they also they were able to zoom in on a couple of those videos, and it like there was like a filter or something that like flickered. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Because you start talking about like so much of this stuff, and it's hard not to sound like a fucking crazy person. It's so hard not to sound like a crazy person when you start talking about like vampires and start talking about like magic and fallen angels and demons. And when you really start, you know, getting in reptiles and lizard people, shapeshifters, the Nephilim, so, you know, giants, the more you start talking about all this, it's so hard not to sound absolutely insane, because to the majority of people, they've never heard of any of these concepts before, and it just sounds batshit insane. This shit is hilarious. We did go to the moon, you goof. I think it's only like I think it's primarily boomers that still believe that we went to the moon. Yeah, no, the same people that believe that Trump is in charge of absolutely anything believe that we went to the moon. I mean, like Bigfoot, you know, there may have been, you know, like large, hairy, you know, giants in the Pacific Northwest, in America. You know, I mean, there's plenty of like documentation of giants, and we've talked about this in streams past with the Nephilim and how they're referenced in the Bible. They're referenced in the book of Genesis. They're referenced in the book of Enoch. There's historical references of giants, and there's plenty of proof throughout America that there more than likely was giants. But once again, you start talking about this with anyone that does not have an open mind, and you're just going to sound insane, because there's a lot of people that they don't want to talk about concepts. They don't want to talk about ideas. They don't want to talk about realms beyond what you can see or what's being told on CNN and Fox News. And the vast majority of people don't want to know or see anything outside of Fox News and CNN. They want to see other people confirming what they saw on Fox News. And what's funny is you say something like that, and then you'll read the comments, and people are like, oh, well, I actually get my news from this place, hyper specifically here, and I trust everything that they say. And I'm like, okay, bud, all right. Like you are very, very well indoctrinated by the K through 12 school system, and you are great at parroting what you were told instead of being able to gather information from countless sources and come up with your own concepts. And hell, even talk about it with people on are you pregnant? Yes. Pregnant. What was that? Are you pregante? Get pregante. Interlinked. Speaking of, if you are pregnant, if you are fat, that's not really like a good segue. I sell military surplus, and currently we have 15 coats that are on the website, cold weather coats that are 15% off. It didn't, like, the plan wasn't for it to be 15 coats for 15% off. That's actually kind of, yeah, just like, that's kind of like what happened.
Use code COLDMONKEY.
Use code COLDMONKEY for 15% off. Why are you LARPing on stream? Because I sell military surplus. Go ahead and hit up my website and buy some heckin' military surplus. Are they XXXL? I do think that we actually have some coats right now in that size. Like, I'm not kidding.
Fleeces, we should. Belgian fleeces.
The Belgian fleeces? Do we have those in stock?
We have them. I don't know if they're in stock. They should be.
Well, we do have Belgian fleeces in triple XL for the fat boys. For the big houses. Hey, man. Fat dudes get cold too. Okay. Pregnant women get cold too. Oh yeah, no. The glasses, I do not need to be wearing glasses at all. I can't see a fucking thing right now.
I can't see shit out.
I can't see shit out of this thing. I wanted to put a hole in a bag. I could have done better than this. No, if I wanted to really be LARPing, I'd go back to the helmet. That got uncomfortable. But I could go back to the helmet. Fucking max LARPing, bro. Max LARPing. See, I love the hilarity of wearing sunglasses with night vision. And I love seeing like content of people wearing sunglasses and night vision, because it makes no fucking sense. Because like, why, like, under what situation, under what scenario would you ever want to wear sunglasses and night vision at the same time? And you see so many cool guys doing it. And it's just like, this is so impractical.
I forgot my clear lenses. Okay, dude.
Forgot my clear lenses. Well, that's why I have that's why my clear lens is up here. No, I cannot see a damn thing with those glasses on. Nods plus sunglasses. We're locking in. You guys want to know the real? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, now we're hard.
Not even down. There you go.
I'll keep them up. Keep them up.
Look directly at the studio at someone.
PNW, is a Glock still good to carry in 2026? I carry a Glock 19 Gen 5. Sometimes I carry a Glock 19 Gen 4. Definitely recommend the Glock 19. If you want to go Glock 17 as well, Glock 17 is not a bad option either. Dude, like this is so in the way. When they're down like that, they're so in the way. We're so tactical.
That's the skit.
What?
You look at the sun wearing night vision, you're like, fuck, that's bright. And so you put on sunglasses.
See, what's... Oh, dude, yeah.
That's the fucking giveaway ad. We're giving away a pair of night vision, guys.
Unfortunately, it's like wearing this, it's such good engagement bait. It's such good engagement bait because everyone wants to flock to the comment section to talk shit, and it's just like, and then that once again that allows me the availability. Hold on, I bet these ones are probably cooler. Allows me the availability to tell you guys that I sell military surplus and 15% off cold weather coats on the website right now. Go check them out. This one's way douchier, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the ones I left here.
I don't know. This one like really gives the like you know, like
those are vet bros they left here.
It's the listen here, brother. Trump, he's got a plan for you, brother. We're gonna make it, brother. We're gonna go over to Iran. All right, we're gonna bomb all them commie sons of bitches. All right, gas prices, they're going down. Food prices, they're going down. Size of your wallet, going up. Hell yeah, brother. MAGA 2028. JD Vance, hell yeah, brother. Lampy's what? Dude, that's wild. Go to Lampy. That's crazy. Why does that look like that?
It's not hot enough.
Can you zoom in on that?
No.
Dude, that's wild. Look at that. I just want to look at it.
Can you look at that?
Did you just look at it? I'm just busy looking at this design, man. That's crazy. Was going to get the G45 because I have 17 rounders. 19X question mark? I mean, honestly, the 19X, G45, Glock 19, Glock 17, I mean, they're all they're so damn similar to each other. The Fern's dying. I know. I need to replace the Fern. Hey, he said the thing that you said. PNW Guerrilla After Dark. We're gonna get some more neon lights in here. I mean, we could like put up the other, have it lit with only neon lights.
God. No, that's gonna fucking...
It might be a vibe.
The camera's not gonna like it.
It might be a vibe.
It's gonna be like looking at the sun with night vision. I want to do that skip better.
Lava Lamp's not a massage agent. Why would you say that? That's not nice.
It's got the side fingers.
Lava Lamp is not. Lampy is not a Mossad agent. That's my boy right there. How dare you say Lampy's a massage agent? We all know the Glock 21 is the superior Glock. Which one is the Glock 21?
Dude, I don't know any of the numbers of 1917.
I know a couple of them. My opinion when we were at SHOT Show is the same as now. It's like, oh wow, another Glock. Oh wow, another Glock. Oh wow, another Glock.
It doesn't matter the horse.
Glock 21 Gen 5 is the 45 ACP 13 plus 1. Okay, Grandpa.
Should I get blocked by block right now? But that's the tweet.
You know, I don't know anybody that carries 45. I don't know anybody that carries 45.
I know it doesn't shoot 45.
Like literally everyone carries 9mm now. It's fascinating, like how much. Yeah.
45 shoots 9. That's all I know about the Glock 45. Because how retarded they named it.
Lamp is gaining consciousness. Dude, those fingers on Lamp is wild though. Dude, ew. Yeah. Friends don't let friends buy 45 ACP. Like, you got to be telling your guys to get on like magazine commonality, and you got to be like 9 mil. What nods are those? You know, I don't even know. I've had these for so damn long. These aren't even mine technically. Well, I mean, they're like half mine, half Huck's. Yeah. Even for 1911s. I mean, are people like unironically carrying 1911s? Is that a thing? I don't know anybody that carries a 1911. Like,
the only time you should ever own 45.
Lampy, what do you carry? I agree. All Glocks are the same.
Yep.
Yeah, for the most part.
Doesn't matter the horse, the cum tastes the same.
It's all horse cum.
The lamp is
Trust-
actually an RPG warhead. It's disguised as a lava lamp.
Trusting your life to 8 rounds is wild. Dude, it's so true, though. Like, speaking of, I got home the other day, and I don't know if you guys saw, but I had some raccoons get into the chicken coop, and they got a couple of my chickens. I got home from PT. I grabbed my 1022 out of my bag, and I put it together, and I go down there, and usually when I have it stored in my bag, I have a 10-round mag in it. So I go down to the chicken coop, and one of the raccoons was in the chicken coop. And I can now tell you from personal experience, especially with 22, because I had like there was 2 rounds that didn't work. There was, 2 rounds didn't work. I missed a couple of times because raccoons are squirrely, man. Raccoons are damn squirrely.
Should have been carrying 45.
Yeah, but like 10-round mags is not enough. Just ain't enough. Also, like raccoons and a lot of animals, like 22 is just. It's also not as not nearly as much of a oomph.
Wait, is that where the Barrett post came from?
How'd the chat with the rooster go? I just yelled at him. I just told him that he was worthless. I literally did too. I had the flashlight in his face, and I was like, "You were not 50 feet away while chickens were dying, and what were you doing about it? Cowering like a bitch."
Not telling anybody.
Hold on. I recorded a video of me yelling at him, actually.
There was a raccoon eating one of your hens, not but 50 feet from you. I should revoke you of these tails. You are a disgrace to all roosters. Shame.
Shame! Shame! Get a goose. That's what I'm thinking about doing, is getting a goose next. I'm thinking goose or ducks. Are Fryer Breath shotgun shells real? Yes. Yes, they are real. They're called Dragon's Breath, actually.
They're okay.
I mean, like, they're fun. I wouldn't use one for, like, anything serious, but they're fun. It's a great way to start like a bush fire, if you're on, because that like when we go to like pits and do like huge range days, like just cover the fucking where you're gonna have the fire and gasoline, and then you step back and fire breath and
They're great for sending a message.
Pallet fire. Will Ferrell had a skit on SNL about shaming your pets. I cannot remember the last time that I watched SNL. Yeah, do people still watch SNL? Dude, that's another thing. Like, do people still watch television? Like, beyond boomers, like, does anybody watch television? I personally know absolutely no one that watches television. Wife wants chickens, but I know I'll be doing 100% of the work. Yeah.
So do it.
Yeah. Okay, and? Oh, no, you're doing 100% of the work with the chickens. Okay, and?
Oh, no, I have food sustainability.
Yeah, like, dog, go get chickens. What are you doing?
Are lobsters too buttery?
I only have YouTube and no social media. Well, you need to download a Telegram and get in the Telegram channel so you can follow us and what we're doing there. Because if you're not, then you're faking gay. And that's my statement with that. Having a hoodie on under this was not the move. Yeah, no, I'm entirely too warm. These are PVS 7 14s. They're upping the age to enlist to 45. See, the way that I know what you meant, but the way that you phrased it, like, I thought, like, the way that was phrased, it's like, you know, you have to be 45 to enlist. And that would be amazing. Like, only 45 and up, you're allowed to enlist. That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious.
Only 45 and up gets drafted.
45 and up is getting drafted.
Imagine you put your
everybody else to the mines.
You put your 20 years in. Actually, that'd be like 25. You retire next year, drafted. You're already gone.
Dude. Could you imagine doing 20 years, getting your retirement just to get drafted back in? Like, you know, I understand, like, myself and like so many guys that like have been out for a while, right? And we're just like, man, this is nice. And like, you know, I bet there's some guys who are like, I'd love to go back in. They'd be all about that. But like, could you imagine doing your full 20 or like 25, and then you're just like, all right, Gunny, back in, back in the box. Damn it, dude.
Up, your entire body just cracks.
Dude, all of your uncles and your dads with beer guts and uniforms and M16A4s and Colt M5s. I mean, like,
you mean the 3%er?
If you want to be technical, in World War II, there was like an old man's division. I forget what that was called. You guys know what I'm talking about? There was like an old man's division in World War II, and they were like actually really, really feared, and they had like a huge reputation because they were just like brutal and merciless. I forget what the name of it was. I'm just gonna say Old Bastards. Is that what it's called? No way. No way. I'm gonna say like Old Man Squad. I don't know. I don't know what the phrasing for that would be. Various nations organized old man squads or home defense forces composed of men typically outside the standard conscription range, often 40, 60, or 70 years old. Nicknamed Dad's Army. Okay. All right. I vibe with that. The United States Old Man Draft, while the U.S. did not have a specific old man squad for combat in the same name, in 1942 registration, often the Old Man's Draft required men 45 to 64 to register.
Dude, holy shit.
I did not know that. We're learning things.
All for the good guys to win, right?
I'm so happy they did that, and we had a great turnout. And you know, there's a lot of good results, and I bet they would love to see how their countries have wound up in the year 2026. I bet every single soldier, if they could view 2026 right now, they'd be like, "Yep, I'm glad I fought and died for that team." And how? Did that rooster go to the freezer camp? No, I didn't kill that rooster. Yet. No, he is done nothing wrong. And if you want to be technical, all of my roosters are still really young. So I'm not hating on them for, like being overpowered by raccoons. It sucks, but I'm not gonna like punish them for that. I'm gonna make fun of them, absolutely. No, I'm gonna why wouldn't I make fun of them? Canada is very radicalized. It seems like Canada and Japan is extremely radicalized. But I don't think Canada's radicalized enough. I mean, honestly, like Canada and multiple countries in Europe probably have it worse than America does. Eat all the canned everything. People are saying it was the 77th in World War II. World War II, 77th Infantry Division. Sustainment Brigade. Nicknamed the Statue of Liberty Division. Army comprised of draftees that served with distinction in Pacific Theater. I'm not seeing anything about them being old. The 77th Division was nicknamed Old Bastards for its old soldiers, while the 30th Infantry Division was known as Old Hickory. The 1st Armored Division was called Old Ironside. Man, we're just learning all over the place. And that's what you get for having knowledgeable autists in the chat. You're not searching right then. Well, I mean, probably. I'm just throwing up vague questions onto Brave. Hello from Linwood. Man, that ain't very far from us. You better start pulling up for our ruck marches.
I hope you got the
There's a patrol officer that wanted to train with us from Linwood.
No, not one to train with it. Jake told the story. I told you the story.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Did you see the news on the shooting in Martha Lake? I did not. I did see that there was a shooting today on I-5 down by Centralia. Apparently, I-5 was completely shut down while SWAT responded, and I guess there was actually a standoff on the highway. I guess there was tweakers. Black dude in a stolen vehicle. I was told it was tweakers, and when I'm told tweakers, I usually think of methed up white dudes. When I'm told tweakers, that was a black guy, huh? Shooting at the lake, and the dude shot into a deputy's house. Oof. Yeah. Know your target and what's beyond it. And that's one of our learning lessons for today of weapons safety, of know your target and what's beyond it. There's actually a lot of people in Washington and in general that just don't really understand that like bullets keep going.
It'll hit a tree.
It'll hit a tree. It's like, unless it hits somebody. Unless it hits somebody. Canadianistan. I have love for my Canadian brothers and sisters, and I feel like honestly a lot of the hate that like is drummed up for Canadians and like hate that's drummed up for Europe and Europeans in the US, I think it's so bullshit, and I absolutely hate it. I hate when I hear people making fun of British people. I do not like hearing people making fun of British people. I don't like hearing people making fun of Canadians. No. Those are our people. Those are good people. Like, like there's a multitude of people to be made fun of, and those aren't them. Same with Australians as well. You know, like no, they're going through very similar. Californians. I think Californians get like in the name of like California and Californians. I think that gets way too much hate, just absolutely unnecessary hate for no reason. Like, yeah, sure, there are shitty people in California. Absolutely, there's shitty people like in inner cities, but there's still good people in the country. There's still good people in that state. And you can't just say that like everyone there deserves to die. That beard is cope. You know, every now and then somebody says something where it just stops me in my tracks. I'm just like, what? There was something somebody said on Twitter the other day where it just stopped me in my tracks, and I was just like, well, that's just simply not true. And that's all I had to say to that. I was just like, well, that's just not true. I don't know what they said either. Right? They just completely stopped me. I was just like, no.
That's how people feel about you sometimes.
No? What? Yeah, no, I bet people probably think the same thing of you know, the giant tree conspiracies. Beard is necessary, chilly in Pierce County right now. I mean, it's not the warmest. I'm your COD player for tonight. You can either you know, choose to hang around or not. I don't know. It's so funny though, because like it's always the and I think I'd probably spend the most time in the comment section of the shorts thread. You a gun guy? No, I'm anti-gun. I don't like guns. I think they're scary. I don't like guns, and I don't like night vision, and I don't like camo. And I hate military surplus. That's why I'm selling it all. So, you know, you guys should go on my website and buy military surplus, because I'm just getting rid of it. I'm over it. So I'm just going to sell everything I have on my website. So go on my website and buy it. I'm done with it, you know. What are you camouflaged for? Oh, I'm just showing you guys, you know, the camo that I'm getting rid of.
You can see me?
Yeah, you can see me. What's your military background, MOS, and any good basic or boot camp stories? No, I'm just a civilian. Maybe someday I'll be cool enough to join the army. I don't think I'm cool enough. Reddit says you rolled with the Fed. I read the same thing about you. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. What's that say about you? Who's really the Fed? The Fed or the Fed that's watching the Fed? Yeah. Yeah. Now what? Fed boy. Whidbey Island meetup win. Dude, Whidbey Island is a it's not like it's like that far, it's just a pain in the ass. Yeah, this is the Superman, the infrared thermal night vision 14. I think that, so if you look back here, that's where the flux capacitor is. Yeah, no, I almost joined the army, and then I just decided it wasn't for me. I was definitely gonna punch a drill sergeant in the face, so I just didn't join. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have gotten along with them. How'd you fall into the beard and gun guy LARP? Too damn expensive, isn't it? Dude, that's what I'm telling you, man. That's why I'm selling all this. I'm selling the camo. I'm selling the night vision. I'm selling the guns. I'm getting out of it because it's just too expensive. So go on my website, buy some military surplus. I'm just getting rid of it, all of it, man. You know, I've got all these coats. They're on sale as well. Use code Cold Monkey and go get you some cold weather coats. Yeah, man. Honestly, like, you know, the fact that thermal exists, right? And like, this is a handheld thermal. I mean, you can buy this on my website for $1,500, and then all this camo doesn't mean anything. So, you know, why even buying camo when thermals exist? You know, so like, what are we even doing here, man? Why do we even have camouflage? Because they're probably going to be looking for army guys. So that's why you got to get in your in your best, you know, neon suit, you know, backpacker out, granola cruncher. That's the real blending in, because they're going to be looking for guys in camo. Okay, but actually, like that, unironic, like that's not.
It's not.
Like that might be like if you're trying to like, you know, like a shit hits the fan plan with the boys, like that probably wouldn't be the worst thing. Or just neon color everything and just, you know,
I don't intend on putting on.
Just look like some goobers. What are we even doing, brother? Sportsman's Warehouse has the exact same thermal for $300.
I don't believe.
No, they don't.
I really don't.
No, they do not. You know what? You've piqued my interest, good sir. Sportsman's Warehouse thermal. Sportsman's Warehouse does have thermals. They're going to be the shittiest thermals. Oh, God. Let's see if they have a $300 one. Hey, look at that. Sportsman's Warehouse is also selling the exact same AGM thermals we are. I didn't know that. They're also selling the ATNs. They're like I guess a competitor for AGM. If this would actually fucking load. So here's another thing that a lot of people don't understand is that like there's different qualities of thermal. You know, like you can buy a cheap thermal scope from Amazon, from Alibaba, from Etsy. And yeah, I know technically it's thermal. And like I've tested digital night vision devices before. And yeah, technically it's night vision, but it fucking sucks. So like, yeah, technically you do have that now. But it fucking sucks. So it's like, okay, well, I got it for $300. And it's like, okay, well, you got a piece of shit for $300. Congratulations, you now own a piece of shit. Like, you know, have fun with that. It's the same thing with these ATN night vision scopes. It's just like, okay, yeah, I know they're cheaper, but it's like, dude, this is like the doofiest looking fucking scope I've ever seen. No, you don't need my fucking location. Why does every app want my location? Everything wants my location all the time. Yeah, Ian, if you could throw this up on screen. So let's see. They have the same AGM thermals that we're selling. Yep, we're selling these. This is the nicer version of the one we're selling. No, you don't need my fucking address. Fuck you. So yeah, we sell that. We sell this one. Somebody's saying that there was a $300 one on here.
Gaslit.
Have I properly been gaslit?
Yeah, I've never ever had sports ones. Or just go to OBGT and buy the same shit.
Yeah, well, I'm not seeing a $300 one.
The chat wants your address. They want more location.
Oh, dude, the Pac 2 Alpha is a fantastic IR laser. Highly, highly recommend. I've been using the Pac 2 Alpha for years now. That is hands down. I would say the Pac 2 Alpha and the Pac 4C. Those are my two favorite IR lasers. The cheapest Rattler and ATN Thor are like $600. Yeah, that's about right. Code Cold Monkey. Oh yeah, no, it's a matter of time before China starts coming out with like the just the cheapest and nicest and coolest thermals. When we were at SHOT Show recently, they they had a scope, and it was so weird that like they decided to still make it look like a scope because it wasn't a scope, and it had a screen where like the scope cap would be, and it was just weird, man. I was like, but why? Like why make this like this?
It was costing more than our actual.
Yeah, dude, there was so many cheap and like just shitty and like like knockoff looking and like hole in the wall companies that were selling all kinds of thermals at SHOT Show. When fuck beans ready for local pickup, you are going to have to email the company and ask them, because I couldn't tell you on that one. Nut and Fancy used to go to SHOT Show all the time in Vegas. I've been to the last 3 SHOT shows, and you know what? I don't recommend it, man. Like it, the first SHOT Show that you go to is a lot of fun. The first SHOT Show is enjoyable, and then everything after that is just, It's like the novelty's kind of gone. It's not really fun anymore. It's just like, oh, cool. More cigarette smoke. Oh, cool. More alcohol. Okay. Like more gambling that I don't gamble and I don't want to be here. I'm not really the biggest fan of Vegas in general, but SHOT Show is like just going through the same crap over and over and over and over. There's not really any innovation. There's not anything new. There's never, or not to say never, but like from what I've seen, there's nothing like innovative or cool or any reason to really be there. Did you say hi to the guys in Brad's Guns? Yes, I did. Great. Did you say hi to the dudes from Brad's Guns there? Yes. Okay. I want to make sure I read that right. Yes, I did. One of the local dudes. Type thermal and go to page 4 of Sportsman's Warehouse. It's not fake news. Okay, here's the thing though, is that a $400 thermal device is more than likely not going to be a quality thermal device. That is what I'm getting at. Yeah, no, okay. All right, I see what you're looking at here of the Bushnell night vision monocular. I see what you're looking at. And there's this other AGM Global Vision Taipan for $600. That's also like, Yeah, it's going like it's more than nothing, absolutely. And I'm not saying it's not more than nothing. You know, and the stealth cam DNV digital night vision binocular. Like, you have to understand the quality that you're getting when you're spending that little amount of money on something that people are usually spending thousands. If you're spending that little amount of money, you have to then start asking, why is this so cheap? It's the same thing with Sightmark. You know, why is this so cheap? A lot of the Bushnell products, why is it so cheap? Is it so cheap because you're getting the best heckin' deal ever and you found the greatest deal ever and you're getting hooked up? Or is it probably subpar and it's probably shit? With that being said, you know, everything when you're buying stuff like this is going to be on a scale, right? And it's like, how much do you think you're actually going to use it? How much money do you realistically want to spend? What kind of quality do you actually realistically need? So, I mean, you know, it's the same thing of like, you know, buying military surplus versus buying brand new stuff. Of, you know, what do you realistically think you're going to need, and what do you realistically think you're going to use? You know, like with the these thermal binoculars here. I mean, you could buy the thermal binoculars that are $8,000. Or you could buy the thermal binoculars that are $1,500. You are going to get a vastly different experience in those price points. So if you're looking at thermals, you know, and a lot of thermals are, you know, upwards of $1,000 to, you know, $10,000. I've seen thermals that are $30,000. So, you know, if you're looking at a thermal device and it's $400, you know, you just have to ask yourself, what kind of quality you think you're getting out of that? Something to think about. You know, but once again, I'm just a merchant that live streams every now and then and likes LARPing out in the mountains. So by no means do you need to listen to me. But yeah, it's how much do you value your life? You know, how much you know, money do you want to spend? You know, there's a lot of questions you have to start going into. Could that money be spent elsewhere? Yeah, spent. You can buy a $2,000 shotgun or a $600 one, and you get the same job done. Okay. That's talking about shotguns, though. We're not talking about fucking shotguns, though. We're talking about night vision and thermal, which are two vastly different things. The quality that you're going to get from, you know, a $400 thermal device versus an $8,000 thermal device is not the same as a $600 shotgun versus a $2,000 shotgun. Those are just two completely different topics, and you can't just, you know, say, oh, it's the same thing.
A McLaren and a Honda Civic get the job done. They both drive.
Yes, technically a Lamborghini and a Honda Civic are both going to get you from your house to work. Yes, technically they both will do that. Am I going to sit down and start comparing a Honda Civic to a Corvette? No. Why am I not going to do that? Because why the fuck would you do that? So, like, yeah, you can compare some things, but it's like, but why? Okay, Rambo. Lol. Lol, 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 lol. Bro, trying to compare Sightmark to EOTech. Yeah. No, yeah, and that's kind of where we're at right now. It's like, hey, guys, look, these are like, it's not just as good. I'm sorry to be like that guy, because like a lot of people don't want that answer, but no, it's not just as good. Like Sightmark is not just as good. Like you get Sightmark for free sometimes when buying airsoft guns, man. Like how good can it really be, right? Yeah, no. Seeing a couple of pixels is vastly different than seeing an HD image. like if I'm looking through a thermal device and I'm trying to positively ID something, I don't want to see 6 pixels. You know, I would like to see some clarity. You know, I don't want to look down. I don't want to be like actively looking for, and a lot of people think of it like in a tactical aspect, right? I have used thermals more for hunting than I've used for anything else. And the vast majority of people that own thermals and own night vision are going to be able to tell you that more often than not, it's like you're using it for hunting. You're using it for spotting things at night. Not everything is going to be, oh, it's heckin' tactical combat now. Like night vision is mostly for you to be able to move around at night and not have to use a flashlight. Like that is the best thing about night vision, is that you can move around at night and not have to have an active flashlight that everyone can see. Now, does everyone need night vision? No, absolutely not. Do people that live in the country, that have livestock and that have chickens and that have property to defend and to patrol, would you benefit from night vision or thermals? Yes, you are going to, someone that lives in the country is going to benefit more from owning night vision and thermals than anyone in the city. And that just makes sense because, well, you're out in the country. It's dark in the country the majority of the time. There's not as many street lights, you know? So like, yeah, it makes sense that these things, and that's AGM's, most of their marketing is toward hunting as well. A lot of like tactical stuff, my own marketing, exact same thing. A lot of it's geared towards hiking and camping and being out in the mountains. And a lot of the stuff, I mean, well, no, I guess everything that I use is strictly for hiking and camping and being out in the mountains and enduring, you know, shitty weather. So like everyone wants to take it to like a tactical place, right? And it makes sense because it's camo, but it's military surplus. It's fucking cheap. It's cheap camo. Nods or thermals for heavy woods? I'm actually going to say nods for heavy woods. Something that I have learned with this night vision device, and then the FLIR night vision device, the rifle mounted AGM, and then the binos. One of the things that I've learned really quickly on my property, being out in the country, is that it is impressive how much a very little amount of shrubbery makes this fucking worthless. Like it is impressive how quickly night vision becomes worthless once you get into the tree line. So if you guys are ever trying to hide from night vision, or ever trying to hide from thermal, how you hide from thermal is getting into the tree line. It's getting into the trees and getting foliage in between you and whoever has thermal, because foliage and nature defeats thermal, and it's going to work the exact same thing with thermal drones. If you can get under heavy trees, heavy canopy, that is going to hide you the best. And we actually have we went out and did some thermal testing with a bunch of different things, and we're going to be releasing a video on that whenever we actually wind up filming the second half of it, which we should do.
What are we doing this weekend?
As of now, Saturday we'll work on the chicken coop. Yet you deny me a PVS 14. Hilarious.
Dude, we have 3 local pickups today for fuck, man. I look at them like, man, I'm pissed. I don't see a PVS 14 in these boxes.
You're like, this doesn't seem like a PVS 14.
Correct.
You got 31 last time I saw you with a PVS 7. Skyrim is for the nerds. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. Anyway. Back to what I was... Oh. My profile for some fucking reason. So I was thinking of a fun segment that would literally just because I like doing it, and we could turn it into a live stream. But I was thinking about doing like a Q&A while putting together puzzles, because I like putting together puzzles, and I think that would be a good Q&A. potential. Oh, did I already announce that that law went through for sheriffs in Washington State? Did I say that on the stream yet?
Yesterday, not today.
Oh, yeah. So SB 5974 is now a law in Washington State, which is giving Olympia the ability to, with unelected bureaucrats, they're able to assign and appoint any sheriff that they want. The sheriff position in Washington State is effective no longer a voted position. Now, if you guys are not aware, this is like essentially the only one form of law enforcement that's actually in the U.S. Constitution. And as of now in Washington State, as of, SB 5974, we no longer vote on our sheriffs in Washington State. And we will see where that takes us. Yeah, and then Keith Swank said April 30th, they're doing a dinner and drinks to stand with him. Tickets for entry is $100. VIP tickets is $150. So now I'm all about supporting the sheriff and all that, and I'm not saying otherwise. Yeah, I'm just wondering, where's that money going? And is like Ian has been saying, is Keith Swank just planning on, running for politics, and this is all just like a big show of him wanting us to stand with him and him wanting us to, be by his side and whatnot, and essentially donate to him now, and he's just going to be running for office, and he's just going to be another Republican that does nothing. Now, I'm not accusing him or saying that he's going to be doing this. I'm asking is, do you guys see that being the direction that goes? Because I don't know. But I am going to ask the question of, where's that money going, and, why are we asking for tickets? Let's see. This is going to be held. I don't see where it says.
How much for Brandon's tickets?
About the same. I'll click on his fundraiser site in the. Let's see. This is hosted Bonnie Lake, Washington, Thursday, April 30th at 6:30 p.m. See, you are allowed to bring a guest.
$100 for 2 people.
$100 or $150.
For 2 people.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
And then you can tip. Yeah, I'm just wondering, where's that money going and why? Because every single one of his meetings up to date or up to now that I'm aware of have been free. So I'm just asking, why is this one a paid event? Because when we were at to go to Brandon Herrera's thing, we knew that if we were going to his fundraiser thing, that the money was going to his campaign, and it made sense. And it was just like, okay, well, he's campaigning. Yeah, no, got it. But yeah, with the sheriff, the question is just, where is he going, and what's he taking donations for?
Now, to an extent, I'm not saying like that's really it, but
yeah, we're probably gonna have an Indian sheriff here soon, or a Muslim. They're probably going to start popping up all over Washington State. Let's see if I still have that document right here. The female black. Is it this one? It wasn't that one. Oh, wait, is it this? That's this one. I feel like I say this every single stream, but I'm going to say it again. Washington state law, which that would now technically mean that they could make illegal immigrants sheriffs.
Well, you want to know what's really funny?
Well, because hold on. So if you now combined SB 5068, which is allowing non-citizens to be law enforcement and prosecutors, if you combine that law in Washington state with the SB 6203, allowing criminals from other states and countries to get a blank slate once they come into Washington state, and then you combine that with SB 5974, that you can elect any sheriff, that would then mean that you could have any criminal come from another country, and then you can make them sheriff. I'm just saying, like, technically, with those three laws in place, that would then mean that illegal aliens from any country can now be law enforcement, prosecutors, and sheriffs. Unless I'm reading this incorrectly and I'm making connections that shouldn't be made. Once again, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm insane, but that all so far seems to be a good connection for me and seems to make sense for me. Somebody said possible fundraiser to pay for a lawsuit. That would be the best outcome. Okay, so I guess my question with the Keith Swank fundraiser is, for the e-tickets and donations, my question is just, why? That's all. And if you are going to ask for $100 a head, tickets to show up to an event, or VIP $150, I would want to know why. When everything up to this point has been free, why is it now being charged? It'd be the exact same thing of, if I was hosting, open PTs and open rucks and open events and whatnot, and then I just started charging, $100 or $150 for you to show up, and I just didn't tell anyone why I was now charging that. I would view that as the same thing. If you're just like, whoa, wait, it was just free. It was just free. Why is it not free anymore? And if it's not going to be free, just tell me why. Like, it's not a big deal. I'm just saying, just tell me why. I want. I like explanations for things.
It will keep the opposition trash out.
I guess it would keep the opposition out because no one wants to donate money to then. They'll just protest outside then.
Yeah, it's not a good point. That's not why you should do that.
I know you vow to never leave, but there is a point Washington is not savable. I mean, so I guess the main question here, right, is where in America would you deem as savable? Where in America, would you deem as a good place to run to? And then once you're there, how long do you think that you can be there wherever you're going, where all of this bullshit isn't doing it there as well? Because so far, from everything I've seen, all the issues that we have in this country, they're all across the fucking country, man. It's not sure, every state has its issues, and every state absolutely has its issues. Texas, you think Texas is a good place to run to? Dude, no. Texas has more than enough of its own issues. Montana, actually, if you look into it, Montana's having a mass exodus. People are leaving Montana and coming back to Washington because Montana's getting so fucking expensive. No, and then Montana's so spread out as well that, I bet you anything in the next 4 years, Montana's probably going to turn blue. Texas, I could see Texas turning blue too. West Virginia. Like I said, though, even if you did go there, how long you be there? Yeah, it sucks everywhere. Exactly. It sucks everywhere. Dude, isn't Texas don't they have like a mosque city or whatever? Like there's an entire Muslim city in Texas. If I remember correctly, there was like an entire Muslim city in Texas. And then Texas also had they have like a record of one of their towns being like the highest population of Mexicans in the country. I believe it was I think it was Austin. They have like an absurd amount of Mexicans, and there's no way that like a lot of them aren't illegal as well. And I know people go, "Oh, no one's illegal in stolen land." Muslim city, Texas. I'm so fucking sick of hearing like the whole like stolen land thing. It's like, yeah, no. So I'm not a citizen of a nation that, you know, we've been here for hundreds of years, but you know, this other person that got here 30 fucking seconds ago, they're a citizen the second that they walk on the fucking dirt. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Sure. Epic City, a proposed 402-acre Muslim-centered residential development near Josephine, Texas. 1,000 homes, mosque, Islamic schools, commercial spaces, and community facilities. Now, is this just in the works? Is this in the plot? Like, is this in the production of? Was this shut down? As of March 2026, no construction has begun and legal challenges continue. Developers require investors to purchase $80,000 shares or $30,000 earnest money. Okay, so they're all hung up in legal shit right now, but they're trying to make this in Texas, which in and of itself is you think 1,000 home Texas city of only Muslims isn't going to be an issue? But yeah, just run to Texas, right? Now I know there's like probably a multitude of other issues, but I'm just one example. I do like that they called it Epic City though. I thought that got canceled. It looks like it's not canceled. They're just held up in legal fees right now, and they're still trying to push forward. Not stolen, conquered. Yeah, but like even if you try to like argue the difference between stolen and conquered, they don't give a shit because the nuance doesn't actually matter anymore. This channel is about hiking, camping, emergency preparedness, and military surplus. I'm wearing camo right now because I sell military surplus. Go to my website and buy some, or don't, whatever. I don't care. Yeah, that actually is probably like a gallon of Tapatio. This is one of my various emergency preparedness walls. I also sell MREs. They're over there behind Lampy. Lampy, take it away. Hey, this lava lamp's like actually going unlike the last one. Kinda. Whoa. Hell yeah. Oh, we should go back to that. I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but I would rather just watch that. Can I get like me up in the side of the screen while we're watching that? Is that a thing?
Yeah. Put Lampy on your screen too.
Either way. Lampy's tiny hat is kind of sus. I do find it interesting when people say that the like everything that I do is AI, and I'm just like, dog, I'm gonna be real, man. Like if it's frustrating. It's like I put in so much effort for just to be called AI, and it's like it's like what you don't think I could like do something like better?
Dude, you know how hard it was to build this setup? You think I know how to fucking make AI work like that?
Right.
Like how on vertical stream they can't even see you. It just sounds like you talking as Lamp.
You know what? I'm perfectly fine with it, honestly. I mean, because like Lampy is just sort of a vibe, man. I love Lamp. Are MREs good as a anti-diarrheal? Sort of. I mean, like, I wouldn't say MREs are good at all. Like, when you say, are MREs good for, it's like, no. Yeah, like, I wouldn't use the words good and MRE in the same sentence. My shelf has a stack of MREs, and no one eats them but me. There's a rock. There's a rock. Rock in my glove. Okay. Let's see. Ian, I say we go until 11. That's my vote as of now. I don't see lava lamps for sale on the website. You know, I guess maybe we could start making some lava lamp merch.
What if we just sell a $200 lava lamp? And every time someone buys one, I just go to Fred Meyer and buy one. And we send you that.
I mean, I would absolutely be all about selling lava lamps.
Surplus and stuff.
Wait, interesting because they use lava lamps to combat AI solving passwords and encrypting because they're so random. Huh.
Okay.
That's interesting. I mean, I guess lava lamps are random. Lampy morale patches. I don't know about patches. I'd start with stickers. I'm not gonna jump straight into patches because I don't know. I highly doubt that that lamp patches would probably do very well. I mean, they might, but like, I doubt it.
People who run like dumb patches like that on their kit.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, dumb patches are like kind of shine, you know, on like range bags. Like, if you're trying to like, I say like be taken seriously, but like that also sounds stupid. But like, I guess the best way you could phrase that is just every single open Velcro space doesn't need a patch there. Every single open Velcro space on your plate carrier or your chest rig doesn't need a patch.
If it is on your body, it should be a unit or it should be an identifier. That's it. Range bags, I'm carrying the wall. Cool beat.
Is Lampy the spirit of Peter North? No. Lampy is Lampy.
Holy North,
Lampy
baby.
is only Lampy. A sticker with an RPG 7 lava lamp. I'd buy it. I could see that. I could see that. We do sell stickers. We should probably start selling like way more stickers than we currently sell. Well, no, not just stickers. We need more merch in general. We don't have nearly enough merch in general. We invested way too much in military surplus, which like isn't the worst thing ever. Oh man, did you guys see this video going around? I shared this on my Telegram. By the way, go follow my Telegram. There was this like 30-year-old Jewish woman that was.
And you're continuing the Holocaust over me.
I'm a Holocaust survivor. I'm
And
a
supporter.
Holocaust survivor.
I'm a supporter.
This chick in like her 30s. Is this on the screen? This chick in her like 30s is trying to say that she's a Holocaust survivor.
Continuing the Holocaust over me.
I'm a Holocaust survivor.
And
I'm a
supporter.
Holocaust survivor.
And you're
I'm a Holocaust survivor. It's like, ma'am. Okay,
continuing the Holocaust.
either A, you know, she is a fallen angel. Oh my goodness, are you fucking serious? Huh? No, it's fine.
Yeah, go do it.
Dude, I fucking hate this thing.
I don't like alcohol.
I don't either. No, dude, I like seeing this shit, and it's like, why, man? Why lie like that? Like, who's gonna believe that shit? Like, when you say shit like that, that's just so blatantly false. That's so blatantly not true. Like, what do they expect is going to happen? Like, literally, what the fuck do you expect is going to happen when you're just like, okay, yeah, so like you're either a vampire, a fallen angel, or you're just psychotic and lying. So like, I mean, you know, like what are our options here? Like, okay, maybe that woman actually is that old, right? That she, because that goes down the whole conspiracy. Like, so many people are like, oh, vampires are real, fallen angels are real, and we have people that have been living, you know, for thousands of years, and you know, so on and so forth, and they're demons, because when the devil came to earth, he brought 200 of his fallen angels with him, and these people, you know, cannot age, and they're shapeshifters, and that's what all the people in Hollywood are, and that is a conspiracy, right? But like, when, like, legitimately though, when people say like crazy ass shit like that, of like, I'm in my 30s but I'm a Holocaust survivor, it's like, well, what do you, what is anyone supposed to say about that? What is literally anybody supposed to say about that? Maybe she lived in Gaza. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that angle. She didn't mention which Holocaust. Okay, but you know that if they're, you know exactly how they're phrasing that and how she's phrasing that, of like what that would mean, right? Like, she knows exactly what she's doing. She knows exactly what she's saying. She knows the game that she's trying to play, right? Like she knows what she's doing. Okay, and that's something that I've been talking about as of late that drives me insane, is when people know what they're doing and you can tell what they're doing and they're still fucking lying to you. That was like that one quote, I forget who said it, but it was like, I know they're lying, they know they're lying, they know that I know they're lying, I know that they know that I know that they're lying, yet they keep lying. It was like a Russian guy that said that. I think he was Russian. I hate so much when like I find what I'm looking for and then I go into images and it's something completely and utterly fucking different. Like, I don't know why that bugs me so much, of like why the direct searches are completely different than the image searches. And that's on Google and on Brave. Okay, here it is. Ian, if I get this. No, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce this guy's name because that is a wild name. But, oh my goodness. No. I just want to read this thing. Thank you. We know they are lying. They know they are lying. They even know that we know they're lying. We also know that they know. Oh, man. This is going to fuck me up. You guys can read it yourself, because I'm going to fuck it up like a gajillion times. Everyone knows that they're lying, and that yet they keep lying. And that's infuriating. Okay. Thank you, Ian. I know I didn't need to show that example, but here we fucking are. Hilariously, I don't even think the shorts feed was even able to say that. I almost joined. Yeah, man. It's all like, it's so infuriating just constantly being lied to and knowing that they're lying to you. And then so many people to your left and your right are like eating it up. And it's like, how are you guys not seeing what I'm seeing? Like, are we viewing this like completely different? Is this like just going through like completely different lenses? Like, what is this, man? It's so unbelievably infuriating, bro. And I know that's the point. I get that that's the point. Was that actually one of Jordan Peterson's favorite authors? Like, no bullshit. Man, Jordan Peterson, man, what a depressing downfall that he had. It's like so many men were looking up to Jordan Peterson. So many men were looking up to Jordan Peterson. And now what? Well, it's not even that. It's like clearly he was doing so much drugs. And then it was obvious that his daughter was on so many drugs as well. It's just like, man, dude, it's, you know, I wish that like, because you think that like, there's no way that he didn't have like a PR manager, right? Like somebody that rich, that influential. Like he had to have had a PR manager.
He was going through lawsuits against Canada.
I know, but like the fact that Jordan Peterson was on so many drugs and had so many public crash outs, and it was just like, will somebody please just take this guy's internet access away from him? It's like, because he just keeps fucking it up. And watching Jordan Peterson's downfall was that was rough. Drugs are bad, okay? His daughter's a grifter. Yeah, it seems like they're both just not it. What happened to Peterson? Did they hit him with the Goy beam? Peterson, he got on a lot of prescription drugs. He got addicted to drugs, and then he had like a bunch of crash outs, and he was all over Twitter and just like caps lock, just like screaming at people. And he had like multiple like live streams, and he's like crying and stuff. And then his daughter was having like a bunch of like things where like she was trying to defend her dad, and then she was having these huge crash outs as well. And it was just like, guys, it's like, can you just like stop, please? Nah, they're all right. People are people. What can you do? No, I watched that crash out in real time, and some of the shit that they said, I was like, nope, I'm out. But I do appreciate, you know, people having a benefit of the doubt. You know, it's nice to see. But no, I watched that whole crash out and like all the shit that like Ben Shapiro was saying, or not Ben Shapiro. Well, actually, no, he was talking about Ben Shapiro as well, because, you know, come to find out they're both Zionists as well. That was another thing of like Jordan Peterson's, you know, like love for Israel. And it's just like, oh, well, you know, there that is too. Of course. Why wouldn't they be? Jewish space lasers. Lol. All right, guys. As we're starting to wrap up here, I have to obligatory say that once again, I do in fact have a Patreon. If you guys are trying to subscribe, we have some sales going on through the weekend. If you guys are interested in buying military surplus, and yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate you guys' time, especially as it's pretty late on a school night, and I'm going to do my best to try to live stream this weekend. We will see if I actually wind up doing it, but I'm going to do my best to try to do a live stream Saturday night. That is my current goal. Once again, we'll see if it actually happens. But I appreciate you guys, and yeah, we're going to make it Ape Together Strong, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.